To most of the world, this is the ultimate symbol of architectural perfection, a flawless monument built to honor a legendary romance. Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan commissioned the mausoleum in 1632, following the death of his favorite wife, Taj Mahal. But the internet has become fixated on a different story, with rumors circulating about 22 locked underground rooms that supposedly hide a dark historical secret. The building hides a masterclass in structural engineering. Builders had to stabilize 25,000 tons of stone on a bank of shifting silt, forcing them to invent new ways to anchor a monument. The first illusion begins with the stone itself. The Taj Mahal appears to be constructed from massive solid blocks of white marble. The structure is actually built from red brick, finished with a veneer of white Makrana marble only 8 to 10 inches thick. Then there is the scale of the central dome, which reaches a height of 73 meters. Inside the main chamber, the ceiling sits significantly lower, at just 35 meters high. The engineers utilized a double dome design. They built a smaller inner shell for the interior and a completely separate outer shell that towers 38 meters above it, leaving a massive hollow void in between. This design allowed the architects to maintain intimate interior proportions while projecting an immense imperial presence to the outside world. Beneath the floor level lies the basement and the network of rooms that sparked the modern myths. This area consists of a geometric grid of 22 interconnected arches and tunnels. These arches serve a structural purpose, distributing the building's 25,000 tons of weight across the entire foundation. These corridors also facilitate cross-ventilation. Constant airflow is required to prevent the river's high humidity from weakening the internal masonry. At the corners of the platform, the 4 iconic minarets appear to stand perfectly vertical. A plumb line reveals a deliberate outward tilt. The towers are built slightly out of plumb, leaning away from the central tomb. This is a seismic failsafe. In the event of a catastrophic earthquake, the towers will fall outward into the courtyard, protecting the central dome from a direct hit. The greatest threat to the monument is the site itself. The soft, waterlogged soil of the Yamuna riverbank is a precarious place for such a heavy structure. Engineers dug a series of deep cylindrical wells through the silt until they hit solid bedrock. They filled these wells with a composite of stone rubble, thick timber shafts, and a lime mortar reinforced with tree resin and sugar. Usually, wood exposed to moisture will rot and collapse under pressure. However, because these timber shafts stay submerged by the river's water table, they are trapped in an environment with no oxygen. This lack of oxygen causes the wood to petrify and harden over centuries, turning the river water into an essential component of the foundation's strength. In the present day, 21st century industrial pollution is beginning to undo these 17th century triumphs. Sulfur dioxide from nearby refineries reacts with moisture to create acid rain. This acid attacks the marble surface, turning the white stone yellow. Restoration teams combat this by applying multani mitti, a specialized clay that draws toxins out of the stone's pores to restore its original color. While the surface damage is visible, a more severe crisis is developing underground. The Yamuna River is drying up. If the water table drops below the foundation, oxygen will reach the 400-year-old wood, and the timber will finally begin to rot. The Taj Mahal is a masterpiece designed to last for eternity, but its survival now depends on protecting the river that holds it up.